Guys, Football Fandom UK, how's it going? Big game tonight as we watch Manchester City take on Real Madrid. Really looking forward to this one, guys. So if you're just joining us, please do hit that like button. Drop your comments in the chat. We want to hear from you guys as we watch along with this one. And as I say, guys, I am definitely looking forward to this one. Really want to see an English club stamp some authority on the European pitch as far as Real Madrid concerned. Obviously, two UK clubs, both Liverpool and Chelsea, have previously played them, and disappointingly, both lost. So hopefully tonight, guys, an English club will prevail over Real Madrid. As that's the team I'm rooting for, as always, guys. When it's European football, I am right behind any of the UK clubs. And that will be the same tonight. So just bear with me, guys. I'm just going to share with you the team news, and then I will come to the chat and see what you guys are saying. So there we go, guys. So teams have just kicked off. And as I'm sure you guys are aware, it's 1-1 from the first leg. So no advantage. And let's hope we're in for a cracker, guys. So there you go. Right. It's still not come up. Sorry. It's still not coming up. What's going on there? Right, so clearly, sorry guys, there's I don't understand that. It's not coming up with it. It's not showing it. Apologies, guys. I don't understand why it's not showing it. Hang on a minute. No. Well, that's frustrating. That's frustrating. Sorry, guys. It's not letting me show it on the screen. We are using a new platform, live streaming platform tonight. So I don't understand it. I'll have to come back to it in a minute. But as I say, the game is underway, and Manchester City on the attack down this near side, but the ball just gone out of play. So let's quickly go to the chat. Football TV, how's it going, mate? Welcome to the show. Football TV saying, what a feisty tie this should be. Yeah, hopefully, mate. Hopefully it's going to be a cracking game. But from my point of view, certainly hoping Manchester City come out on top. They've been showing their dominance in English football so much over the last few years. Let's hope they can show it tonight on the European stage, or at least that's my feeling. I'm sure some of you guys will be wanting City to win, and some of you guys might be wanting Real Madrid to win. But welcome to the show, Football TV. Great to have you with us, mate. And yeah, we should be in for a cracking game. So City in possession at the minute, just knocking it about midway inside Real Madrid's half of the field as they play it out to that far side. And now working their way towards the box. Gundogan on the ball at the moment as they come towards. They keep coming backwards to go forwards at the moment, but now City with a long-range shot, and it's miles high, from Kyle Walker. Christopher, how's it going, mate? Welcome to the show. Christopher Allott saying, who do you think will win? Well, I hope Manchester City win, mate. Although with these two teams, obviously they're both cracking teams. We know just how well they've been playing over the last few seasons. So I think it really is a 50-50, mate. It really is a 50. But I think it's too tight to call. But yeah, hopefully City will come out on top. But welcome to the show, Christopher. Great to have you with us, mate, and hope you're doing well. Christopher also saying, also good evening. Yeah, good evening to you, mate. Welcome to the show. As I say, and good to see you. Hope you're having a good week. And yeah, let us know, guys, if you've got any score predictions as well. Want to hear from you. Stevie's saying, evening, Gaz, and all fingers crossed City win. Yeah, hopefully, mate. Definitely, I'm rooting for City. City on the attack now as they work the ball out to this near side. And now De Bruyne on the ball cut as he just keeps it in, as it nearly went out of play then. But Real Madrid have nicked it as they now try to clear their lines, knocking it up the field as City pick it up, regaining possession just in front of that centre circle inside the Real Madrid half. And it's very much all City at the moment. And Joey's with us. How's it going, Joey? Joey's saying, hi, Gaz, mate. How are you doing? I'm okay, mate. Good to have you with us, Joey. Hope you're having, you've had a good day, mate. And welcome to the show. As City with a cross there from De Bruyne, and the Real Madrid goalkeeper has gathered that and relieved the pressure on Real Madrid's defence. But yeah, very much City in the ascendancy at the moment in this early stages, guys. Joey is saying 3-2 City. Hopefully, mate, I hope you're right. Joey, probably one of the very few occasions where I'm 100% rooting for City. Most of the time, I'm not, just because they're so dominant in the Premier League at the minute. Want to see a different club win the Premier League, but this is not Premier League. This is Champions League, and I would be very happy to see another English club get their hands on Old Big Ears, as it's known, the trophy for Champions League football. So we've got a stoppage here at the minute, and the referee going nuts at Haaland. Haaland arguing right back with the ref. I'm trying to just work out what happened then. It happened that fast. So Bernardo Silva was on the attack down this near side, and Real Madrid defenders kind of challenged him but roughed him up a bit at the same time. And I'm confused here because I don't know if the referee stopped it for that or for the incident as it's gone into the corner. But we're back underway as the goalkeeper kicks it long up into the centre of the park. It's just being headed about at the moment as City now get it down with De Bruyne in attack. Haaland in behind. Oh, he's just took it a bit too far, and nobody there in the box to follow up on the cross. As City really trying to turn on the pressure here now as they keep possession, and they've played it out to this near side. City now on the edge of the box. Shot comes in, and it's just wide of that far post. So fiery start from City. So thanks for that, Joey. Good shout, mate. Football TV saying fierce tie. This boy's absolutely, mate. Yep, definitely looking forward to this. I've been looking forward to it all day, to be honest. Christopher saying, just imagine the pressure. I know. Well, yeah, the pressure. Imagine now. The nerves more than anything, I suppose, for a big game like this. But the pressure is one thing, but the nerves that would. Mind you, I suppose a lot of the Real Madrid players quite used to it. Obviously, Real Madrid been very, very successful in the Champions League. But as far as City players are concerned, obviously they might have had quite a lot of nerves. So City in possession at the back as they kick the ball long down that far side up towards the halfway line. And the referee's blown for a foul. I'm going to try that again. Just bear with me a second, guys. I don't understand why that's not coming up. See if it's doing it with that one as well. Yeah, I'm trying to share the team news on the screen, but for some reason it's not doing it tonight, guys. I'm on a new streaming platform. I don't understand why it's not doing it. I don't understand why it's not doing it. Oh. I'll have to see at halftime. I'll have to see if I can figure it out at halftime, guys. But it's like I say, new streaming platform, so it's. I don't understand why it's not doing it the usual way I do it. So and I've got time to figure it out now. Otherwise, I won't be communicating and talking to you guys, and I won't be watching the game. So apologies, I'm unable to share the team news, guys, as Real Madrid play it back to the goalkeeper. And kicks it long. City pick it up in the centre of the park as they just knocking it about at the moment. So yeah, thanks for that, Christopher. Christopher also saying, indeed, full time is that? I'm not sure if that's right. That as all right. I think it's right. Sorry, yeah, he's responding to football TV. So yeah, you guys. Right, I get it now. Sorry, threw me off there. So Christopher replying to football TV there, I think, and Joey also lost me for a second then with the abbreviation. Rich Paul Sports, welcome to the show, mate. Rich Paul Sports saying, Gaz, Joey Fanden, it's a pleasure tuning in to this clash of the giants. Yes, that's a great way to describe it, mate. Definitely. As City just knocking it about on this near side at the moment. They've got Real Madrid boxed in a bit at the moment. But they just work it back towards the halfway line. But yeah, great way to describe it, Rich Paul. Welcome to the show, mate. Hope you've had a good day. And yeah, let us know if you've got any thoughts on score prediction. Joey's already give us his thoughts. He feels it's going to turn out 3-2. I'm hoping it is something like that. A goal fest would be awesome, wouldn't it, in this one? With the talent these two teams possess, we deserve goals. As City now coming in to the box on that far side. Gundogan has managed to keep possession as Real Madrid almost got it back. Jack Grealish trying to line up for a shot, but he's passed it inside, and a shot comes from distance there. I don't know. Not quite on the edge of the box, but a bit further out, but well wide of that far post. John Stones getting that shot off. So thanks for that, Rich Poe Sports. Great to have you with us, mate. Joey saying hi, Rich Poe. Nice one, Joey. Top stuff, mate. As always, loving the positivity from you guys. Christopher saying hi, Rich Poe as well. Nice one, guys. Awesome stuff. City now on the attack. Again, as they're just knocking it about now on the halfway line. And John Stones coming forward. Space to run into as he plays it out to this near side. And now City looking for options as they switch it from left to right. And now crossed into the box. Haaland has headed it in. And it's that was cleared off the line. From that camera angle, it looked like it had gone in. But that's got to be a VAR check for that. Really difficult to tell from that camera angle if it actually bounced over the line. I'm sure when we get a break in play, they'll replay it. Shot comes from distance from Jack Grealish on that far side. And it goes over the bar, and that released the pressure for City. So thanks for that, guys. And Christopher, Joey. Joey saying, don't worry about it, Gaz. Thought it looked different. I like this blue. Thanks, mate. Thanks. Yeah, like I say, it's trying another streaming platform. The first time I've used this tonight. So, and obviously I've been getting from work till late, so I've not had any time to figure it out. But yeah, thank you very much for the understanding, Joey. You're a star as always, mate. Much appreciated. And yeah, just like I say, I prefer to try and put some information on the screen for you guys, so you're not just staring at me. But I'll figure it out. If we don't manage to get it figured out for this stream, hopefully I'll get it figured out for the next one. City just pick it up now as they keep the pressure on Real Madrid. Don't think we've had Real Madrid get forward yet, to be honest, as they play it down that far side now, but challenged by Real Madrid. and City end up knocking it out of play, although I don't know if it took a deflection. I think it did take a deflection, so going to be a corner on that far side for City. Jack Grealish to take it. So nice one, Joey. Top man. Joey's also saying, agree, guys, we defo deserve goals in this one. Lots of goals, laugh out loud. Absolutely, mate, definitely. With the talent on this pitch, we do deserve, every football fan in the world deserves goals tonight, I think. We're always seeing all the hype, all the media, millions of pounds spent on building these teams up with all the hype that we see on social media, in the press, everything. So, yeah, we deserve goals. I think we'll be all massively disappointed if we don't get goals in this one, won't we? So, Real Madrid with a throw-in on this near side, close to the corner flag. So, ball possession so far, 79% for City. 79%. So Real Madrid have only had 21%, although we are only 15 minutes into the game. As Real Madrid end up, I thought they were almost kicking it out on this side, but Kyle Walker managing to keep it in, and City back in possession as they play a long crossfield ball, and eventually it falls in the centre of the park with Gundogan, and he's fouled by the Real Madrid player there. City take the free kick quickly and play to De Bruyne, and then out to Grealish on that far side as he cuts it back to, well, I thought it was going to go to De Bruyne, but one of the other City players has picked it up. But come on, City, get for once. It feels weird supporting City, but I really want them to win this one. City just keeping on the pressure at the minute as they keep possession of the ball. I'm trying to think, have we actually seen Real Madrid get into Manchester City's half yet in this game? I can't remember that we have, to be honest. But thanks for that, Joey. Yeah, Joey also saying just a warm up for Haaland. Oh yeah, they got the missed opportunity. Yeah, but it looked like from the camera angle I was watching, it looked like it went in, or at least bounced behind the line. But I'm presuming the camera was deceiving because they've not the TV company would be. Oh, we're seeing it now replayed. So yeah. So thanks for that, Joey. Rich Post Sports saying great. Greetings, one and all. City are on the attack while Madrid are watching and waiting. Well, yeah, that's the truth. That's what they do away from home. Real Madrid, you've got to give them credit for that. I don't like giving them much credit, but you have hit the nail on the head a little bit there, mate, with the way they like to play away from home. They'll absorb pressure for the first half, and then obviously the longer the game rolls on without the home team scoring, that's when Real Madrid normally start trying to hit them on the counter-attack as the game wears on. So, yep, you're right, mate. Could work out that way, but hopefully it won't work out that way. We see, like I said, guys, we see Manchester City dominating the Premier League so much the last few years, destroying so many teams, especially at home. Like I say, it's about time that they did it with in Europe against a team that we know regularly compete for this competition. As De Bruyne with a shot from distance from that free kick, and it's just gone wide of that far post. Oh, that was close and all. So yeah, thanks for that, Rich Post Sports. Football TV saying, well, Bass. I don't get that, mate. My apologies. I don't get that. Well, Bass. Unless I'm reading it wrong. But, yeah, sorry, mate. I'm not getting that. I don't understand. I'm going to just try that again. City still in possession on that far side. I don't understand why this is not working. That's really annoying. It works fine on other streaming sites, but yeah, on this it's just not working. That's really annoying. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to figure out why I can't share details on the screen. It's really irritating that I can't do that. So corner for City on this near side as De Bruyne kicks it into the box. And it's another opportunity for City there. And the goalkeeper with a fantastic save there, to be fair. He was going the wrong way and he's just managed to lean back the other way and get a hand to that and keep it out. Another corner comes in and goes out of play. So City definitely piling on the pressure, guys, but not seeing the rewards for their efforts at the moment. So City with the possession out on that far side. That's really annoying. So City now with the ball inside their own half at the minute as they're just knocking it about. And now coming into the centre circle as they knock the ball long out to this near side, but nobody there. And well, in fact, even if there was somebody there, they'd have had to be in the stand because that ball didn't dip till it was going out. But yeah. So where was I with the comp chat? Right. So Football TV saying, well, boss. Okay, mate. City just knocking it about at the minute outside the Real Madrid box as they play it out to this near side. And now, City trying to get in behind there, but they keep him Real Madrid. Oh, they are now. They've cut. Oh, they've scored. They finally found the breakthrough. It was coming. Bernardo Silva with the goal. Beautifully played that, to be fair. Ball out to this near side. They were just knocking it about and then played it through really nicely there and found Bernardo Silva in space inside the box and banged it away. So Man City take the lead. 23 minutes in, guys. That was a beautiful goal. Absolutely beautiful goal. Football TV saying Silva. Yes. Some fantastic play there from the City players. They just didn't give it up, did they, guys? They were keeping Real Madrid boxed in. They were probing it, switching play from left to right, using both sides of the flanks on either side of the pitch, as well as down the middle. Basically flipping the script on Real Madrid, because in the past, this is how City play now. We've known Barcelona and Real Madrid to play like that when they've been really dominant in seasons gone by. So City giving Real Madrid a taste of their own medicine, really. But this is how City play week in, week out in the Premier League, just keeping teams boxed in because they're so good in possession. And we see, I'm always stressing about it, guys, how many other clubs try to replicate Manchester City's style with playing out from the back and keeping possession. But you got to think that Man City play that way because that's Pep Guardiola's preferred style of play. He likes to play like that. He's nurtured it into his team. It's his that's his football style. It's what he knows. You know, it's the same as Big Sam. We were debating it the other week. Big Sam has his style of play. Obviously, a lot of fans think it's a negative way of playing, but it still works for him. He's got results with it. So what I'm saying is managers will get the team to play how it replicates their knowledge. So seeing other clubs trying to replicate Manchester City's way of doing things, as I've commented on before, this playing out from the back, knocking it about too much. If it doesn't come natural to the coach to coach like that, you're not going to see the best. That's why we see the best of it from Manchester City, because it comes natural for Guardiola to coach like that. It doesn't come natural to somebody like Big Sam or Hodgesaurus. Do you know what I mean? To them kind of managers, they're old school. They've got their own way of doing it. Or same with Klopp with his heavy metal football. Different managers have got their own. The way they get their team to play is what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of. It replicates. Oh, Alan with a shot from distance there. It replicates a part of the football. I can't think of the right words to word it, but I'm sure you guys get what I'm getting at. It's like a piece of you, like a piece of your personality of who you are. A coach is going to have that imprint on their team. So when I see other clubs trying to replicate Manchester City's style of play, playing out from the back and stuff like that, it's like that doesn't come natural to that team. It doesn't work as well as what it's going to do, as what it does for Manchester City. It's like I couldn't imagine Klopp trying to play that, get Liverpool to play that way, because it wouldn't work like that. It doesn't work. As we've seen, Liverpool's style of play, the way Klopp got results with Liverpool when he first came in was having them on the front foot, let the team have the possession and hunt them down from the front. And that way you force the opposition into making mistakes. Whereas Manchester City play the complete opposite of that, because they're very much a possession-based team, whereas Liverpool can play a little bit of both styles. They can keep possession really well against some teams, whereas when they come up against tougher teams like Real Madrid, I would suggest that Liverpool would rather let Real Madrid have more of the possession, and they will try and hunt them down from the front, from like with the likes of Firmino, who's fantastic at winning the ball back, from up front, rather than it playing what you got wait until defenders win the ball back, by which time the opposition's at the other end of the pitch, and then you've got to get it back up the other end to have an opportunity to score. City playing it through the middle there with Jack Grealish I think he was trying to get a 1-2 going there with Haaland to play it in the box, but Real Madrid now trying to get some possession as they've been boxed in for most of this half. 28 minutes gone, guys. Football TV is saying New City would win. No disrespect to Real, though. No, fair enough, mate. Well, I do fancy them at home with them having the second leg, but you never know, mate. Still, we're only just coming up to half an hour into the game. You got another 60 minutes of football, and if any of you guys have watched European football, particularly Champions League, as much as I have, you know that a game can twist and turn on its head from one half to another. It can really turn. So City in the lead, as you say, mate, but I wouldn't say they've won it yet. Still work for them to do, as we have to just remind ourselves of games like Liverpool and AC Milan? It was AC Milan, won it in the cup final, 3-0 down, come out in the second half and pull it back to 3-3. Obviously, plenty of other games. Chelsea have turned around been down 2-0 and turned it round in the dying stages of the game. I'm trying to remember when that game was, but I remember a game with Chelsea being 2-0 down quite late on in the game. And I think there were only about 20 minutes and they turned it on its head. So we can never say it's won, I don't think, when it comes to Champions League football unless you're 3-0 up with only stoppage time remaining. And even then you never know. But that's Europe. That's why we love European football, isn't it, guys? So Real Madrid trying to get some possession as they've lost it there just inside their own half and managed to get it back. But City just waiting to pounce whenever Real Madrid make a mistake. And now we've got a Real Madrid player down in the box. Oh, damn. So the question to ask you guys is, do you think, obviously, City in the position to do the treble, aren't they? Do you guys think they can do it? Do you think they can win the Champions League and obviously the Premier League pretty much done? But can they win the Champions League, Premier League and the FA Cup? Obviously, they'll be facing Manchester United as well. So let me know, guys. Do you think they can do all three? I'd love to know what you guys think about that, as it's been debated quite a bit on social media. Real Madrid now with the possession on this near side as they're just knocking it about on the halfway line, as they now got in behind City as they come racing down this near side into the box. But City with some fantastic defending there from, I think it was Walker there on this near side, as he stole it back. And now City on the attack as they come forward down that far side. Jack Grealish running into space as he cuts it inside to De Bruyne. And De Bruyne just looking for some City players to get for. Why City not pushing up when they got Real Madrid in on the back foot a little bit there? I don't know why they didn't get more players pushed up the field. Ball played out to this near side to Silva as he cuts it back into the centre of the field. But yeah, guys, want to hear from you. What's your thoughts? Do you think City can win all three? Obviously, Premier League's pretty much done and dusted now, isn't it? But the question is, can they add this in the FA Cup? As Real Madrid now trying to relieve the pressure on their own box and coming forward now down this near side as it's played in behind to Benzema and the City goalkeeper there coming out really quickly to close down the space and win that ball. City now playing out from the back, living a little bit more dangerously now as Real Madrid trying to hit City with some a bit of slick play, trying to get him behind. That's twice in a matter of minutes they've managed to get him behind that City defence. As City pass it back to the goalkeeper. Football TV saying, I know, but I'm 99% sure City will win. Looking at their squad and name a bad player. To me, there is no bad player. Well, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, no, that's fair enough, mate. I'm just saying that, Real Madrid, as we know, that I think they've got a very talented team. That they always do have a pretty talented team, but they also get quite an awful lot of luck in Champions League football. If you've watched them over the years, as I have. Love watching European football, so I've seen Real Madrid over the years, and sometimes they have scraped through games where they've not deserved to win it, but they've got that, I don't know, they've just got something about them when it comes to Champions League, where they know to grind out results. They know how to do it. They're probably the best European club for grinding out results in Europe, even when they're not playing well. And believe me, guys, I don't say that lightly, as I do not like Real Madrid, but credit where it's deserved. They are one of the best teams in Europe for grinding out results. Shot from distance. Oh, and it's that came in so fast. I don't know if the goalkeeper saved it or it rattled off the bar. But fantastic effort there from Real Madrid from just outside the box, like a bullet. That, yep, just off the top of the crossbar. But Edison going the right way though. So, but yep, you're right, mate. They have a fantastic squad, but I'm sure that some fans would argue that. Well, I don't know. I do. Obviously, I know Real Madrid well, but I don't know all of their team. But I'm sure some fans would argue that they've got probably pretty much a good, decent team from front to back. But like I say, I couldn't say. I'll be honest enough to admit I couldn't say it because I don't know absolutely every player at their club. City now on the attack down the centre of the park. Oh, what was that? Poor pass forward there from John Stones as he's definitely helping the attack, but he wants to stay switched on with his defensive duties as well, as we've seen already Real Madrid getting in behind City twice. As Real Madrid now playing out from the back. Football TV saying Gundogan has been outstanding. Yes, he certainly has, mate. He's a fantastic player, and I think he's a surprising player because I think most people just expect him to be a bit of a squad player, but he's more than that. He certainly plays his part in the goals and assists when it comes to City's attacking record, and he's now on the ball as he gets a shot off. Oh, City have scored! Ball deflected, and Bernardo Silva heads it in. And City now with a 2-0 lead. 36 minutes gone. Just as we were talking about him, that's when he breaks into the box and almost scores himself, but the goalkeeper managed to save it, but left himself exposed on that far side as it rebounded and went into the back of the net on the opposite side of the goal to where the goalkeeper saved the first save from Gundogan. Joey is saying, hate to admit it. Getting rather tongue-tied me today, guys. Apologies. Joey say, hate to admit it, but the whole team being awesome this season, especially at home. Yes, City definitely, mate. As you say, they've been unbelievable this season. The one thing that I wonder is they've got to have a bad season under Pep at some point, haven't they? Because no offense, guys, every team at some point, no matter how good the manager is, at some point there's normally a stale period. But since Guardiola's been at City, he's not really had what you might call a stale period, has he? But you just, what's the word? It's the mathematics in it. It's the odds. You would think that the odds eventually would wear against them. Maybe if they win all three this season, maybe that would be the catalyst for players to just some of the City players to drop off a bit. But I suppose with the fact that Man City go out and regularly each summer keep adding new talent to the team, it basically invites the or challenges the players already in the City squad to step up their game again, to keep their position, knowing that City can just go out and replace them if they don't feel that they're doing, playing to a certain standard, because they're just that in that financial position, aren't they? City winning it back there in the centre of the park. A referee has blown for a foul. Gundogan speaking to the referee, and the referee getting quite animated there with him. Don't know what that's about, because he's pointing away from the incident that he stopped the ball, or stopped play, should I say. So City now with a free kick just on the edge of that centre circle on the halfway line as they kick it off back now and work the ball out to this near side as Real Madrid just pushing the City player there to the ground as they tried to get in a foot race. It's Silva, I think, on this near side. But yeah, I agree, Joe. Like I said, just hope they start showing the dominance we've seen in the Premier League from City. Let's hope they show it tonight, and they're doing that so far, aren't they? So another free kick here for City, and it's Kevin De Bruyne standing over it. The ball, free kick opportunity out to this near side. This is quite far out. This is very much that. Oh no, I thought it was a bit further up the field than that actually. Unless they've nicked a few yards. But yeah, out on this near side, about midway inside the City half, maybe just a bit further forward towards the goal. But this will be a cross rather than a shot, as it's not the best that from De Bruyne, to be fair, but it's deflected away and gone out for a corner on this near side to City. And Joey's saying they're more than capable to get all three. They certainly are, mate. They certainly are. I think a lot of fans are debating it whether, as they could do it no problem. Obviously, the only one in question is whether they can win the Champions League. As obviously, that's how it was being debated before the game tonight. As Real Madrid trying to clear their lines and City quickly trying to keep the pressure on as they finally win the ball back, but it's deep in their own half as Real Madrid have managed to clear it up the field. And now City build again from the back. And it goes out on that far side for throwing. City with the possession again on this near side. And it's Silva to De Bruyne. And now De Bruyne cuts it back into the centre of the field as City just keeping the pressure on Real Madrid. 42 minutes gone, guys. So, yeah, as I was trying to say before, guys, I think quite a few fans on social media think that the game against Man United in the FA Cup is just a foregone conclusion. But I don't. I mean, I would expect City to win it because they are the stronger, obviously, they're a lot stronger than United at the minute. But it's a derby, isn't it, guys? And especially in a cup final, I don't think you can call it as easy as that. You never know whether there's going to be a surprise in a derby. City now winning it back in the centre of the field as Real Madrid. Bit sloppy with their possession when they do manage to get on the few occasions where they have managed to get possession of the ball. As City now coming back inside and De Bruyne now on the edge of the box as he tries to play it in behind there for Haaland. But the Real Madrid defender read it well. So, yeah, thanks for that, Joey. I'm not in the river me tonight, guys. Sorry. Rich Post Sports saying, I think Man City win this unless Real Madrid produce an incredible game tonight. Yeah, that's fair dues, mate. Yeah, I can't argue with that. But you never know, can you, with Real Madrid? Like I say, they're definitely one of those teams in Europe that really do know how to grind out results when it looks impossible for them. And I'd say that, I mean, there's only a handful of teams that seem to have that about them, and I think Real Madrid, one of them. Liverpool, when they're in the mood to have success in Europe. They're good at it as well. I think Chelsea's also shown it on occasion. I wouldn't say that applies to Bayern Munich, because Bayern Munich normally just win games when they're in their best, when they're getting their best form. I'd say that's probably more how they've won Champions League. They just get their best form going, and once, as we know with Bayern Munich, sometimes City with a cross into the box, as Jack Grealish just managing to keep it in play on that far side, as he plays it back inside, and now Gundogan on the edge of the box as it's worked out to this near side, and now Silva, who's scored both for tonight's goals, switch play, cross comes in from De Bruyne, and it's knocking it about inside the shot, comes in, and it's blocked by Real Madrid, goes out for a corner on that far side, but City really trying to turn the screw for that third goal, and we are into added on time at the end of this first half, guys. But City really keeping the pressure on. This is what I mean, guys. How many times have we seen this in the Premier League against Premier League teams? So I'm sure a lot of fans wouldn't have thought that it'd be so one-sided in this first half against a team like Real Madrid. Rich Post Sports saying, I think, right, I read that. Yep, so thanks for that, mate. Yep, that's fair statement, fair comment. Corner comes in, and it's knocked away, and there goes the the half-time whistle from the referee. So, and the half-time break, guys, Man City 2-0 up, and that'll be 3-1, on aggregate. So, yeah, let me know, guys. Do you think that the Manchester City game against Man United is just a matter of turning up? I'd love to know what you guys think. Like I say, I would. For me, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't write Man United off just that quickly. I know they've not shown their best football at times this season, but it's a derby. I can't get my head past that factor that can sometimes just have a bearing on big games when it is an actual derby. But yeah, thanks for that, Rich Post Sports. Football's TV shouting Silver, so nice one, mate. Yep. Joey saying, I had a feeling City would do the biz at home. Yeah, that's a good shout, Joey. I think, to be honest, I don't know. You just never know with Real Madrid, because you know what they're capable. They can, when you think they've got a poor team and they're not going to do that well in the Champions League, as we've seen. I think it was about 2 seasons ago, people were saying that they didn't think that was a Champions League winning team for Real Madrid, and they won it. I think it was it 2 seasons ago or 3? I'm not sure, but I know there was a team, and it wasn't last season. I'm thinking. I know I heard it commented on about either 2 or 3 seasons ago, pundits saying that they didn't think that was that particular time that Real Madrid team was capable of winning the Champions League, and they did. They shocked everybody and went on and won it, didn't they? So yeah, thanks for that, Joey. Appreciate it. So guys, just going to check how the game is going on, because we have got another massive game going on tonight as well, if I remember correctly, unless I'm getting confused with my days. But yeah, let's just quickly check. Yes, as I was right. Yes, so the other massive game tonight, in fact, 2 massive games tonight, is in the English Championship. Middlesbrough playing Coventry, and Middlesbrough obviously 4-0. Sorry, no, I'm thinking of the Sheffield Wednesday result. Sorry, Middlesbrough 1-0 behind. No, it's not. Sorry, my bad. It was 0-0 from the first leg, so it's still 0-0 at half time, guys. That game just approaching half time, so it's 0-0 on aggregate as well as on the night. So let's hope that some goals comes in that one. The other massive game tonight is in the Scottish Championship playoffs. Adrian's taking on Hamilton Academic. That game 1-0 up for Adrian's. So yeah, that's another massive game up there in Scotland. And there's also a couple of games in the FA Women's Super League. Everton lost earlier 4-1 to Arsenal ladies, and West Ham United ladies currently losing 1-0 to Chelsea ladies. So that brings you bang up to date with the UK stuff, guys. And I'm just checking if there's anything else. No, there's some games going on in the Turkish league. But I don't think we have any Turkish fans involved in the fandom community yet, so not really necessary for me to read that out right now. So yeah, thanks for that, Joey. Football TV. He's saying honestly, this Ten Hag can. Honestly, think Ten Hag can give Pep a bit of a game like, let's be honest, United biggest game of the season, but think City will come out on top. United's biggest game. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Yeah. Well, that would the big game. Obviously, was. I'm not sure if fans were. Obviously, it's easier looking in hindsight now, but it was the League Cup, wasn't it? They won the League Cup, didn't they, earlier in the season, if I remember correctly? Am I thinking of last season? No, it was this season. I'm sure it was, wasn't it? So I don't know, but yeah, the biggest game now to this point, I suppose. Yeah, you're right, mate. For Man City, for Man United, and I'm sure that Man United fans are looking to the summer to see what's happening with the sale of their club. So I don't know whether that might be a distraction, but you wouldn't have thought of, because it's going to be easier to sell a club if the club has just won another trophy, wouldn't it? So I don't know, but yeah, fair shout, Football TV. That's a good shout, mate. Joey's saying, yeah, I agree with that, Football TV. Yeah, that's a fair statement, absolutely. City just so dominant at the minute when they play, aren't they? It's just, like I say, it's just crazy how well they are playing at the moment. I'm going to quickly try, guys, see if I can add that screen thing again, but I don't think it's going to work. I think I'm going to have to figure this out later. Yeah, it's not working. I don't understand why that's not working. That's really frustrating. Hang on a minute. Finally, I figured it out. Hooray! Sorry, guys, I finally figured it out. That was bugging me, that. I like to be able, obviously, I'm still learning about technology stuff, but the stuff that I've got familiar with, I like to stay familiar with so I can keep, it helps me feel more confident and keep my rhythm a little bit in some ways. But yeah, so there you go, guys. That's much better. At least you can see the team news. In fact, I'm going to switch that up, and the earpiece falling out. So just bear with me a second, guys. I'm just get rid of that and add the other one for a moment, so that can give you guys some stats. That's so finally figured it out. Hooray! That's one less thing to get stressed about. So there we go. So be some stats there on the screen for you now, guys. Joey's saying, yeah, all right, I read that. So yeah, thanks for that, Joey. Football TV saying, fair play to Newcastle for getting third place so fast. I know they are the rich club, but how fast? Eddie Howe has got them to third place. Absolutely, yeah. Well, they are a rich club, but to be fair, mate, they've not really had. Let's be honest. I know they are the future Manchester City, if you like. But at the minute, they've not really had the chance to really, flex their financial muscles. Let's say, do you know what I mean? The new owners have only had one summer transfer window and two. No, it's one. No, yeah, it's only one. I think it's one summer transfer window and one January transfer window because they bought the club, I think, after the last January transfer window. I think that's, if I'm remembering correctly. So yeah, they've only had one summer transfer window and one January transfer window. And obviously, when they first took over the team, it was in a mess. It was needing rebuilding. And I know that I was reading some stuff at the time when they first took over, and there was, to try and figure out what their plan of attack was, how to rebuild the team and how to redo, get the team how they felt that in the direction that they wanted to put, get the club heading. And I was impressed, to be honest. I was impressed because they clearly done their own work, the people that have took over the club, and recognised that they needed a good manager that was capable of managing at both ends of the table. This is their words in some statement that I read. And that they planned to build a team that could work hard before they decided to trying to attract like the big named top end players, if you like. So they knew that they basically acknowledged that they knew that they had to just first build a hard working team that could compete in the Premier League, and then from that point then move on to adding the quality players that would bring the sprinkle of flair that you need to obviously to be a top team regularly each season. So they seem to have that plan worked out, and that, like I say, I was quite impressed that when I read that statement that's how they did things. So by doing that, it means that they've not really, I wouldn't say they've not, I know they've flexed their financial muscles a bit, but nothing like, not dramatically. I wouldn't, it's not like they've gone out spending 80-90 million pounds on this player, that player, straight away, because they kind of just, they've spent a few quid, no question about it. But like I said, I think we're going to see a lot more from Newcastle flexing their financial muscles now they've got that Champions League place, because that's going to give them, it's going to put them in a strong position, not just financially, but in terms of where they are now able to compete. And obviously, as we know, guys, when clubs have got Champions League football, it suddenly becomes a hell of a lot easier to attract the top end players. Because that's where they want to play. So, yeah, I think we're potentially going to see an interesting summer transfer window from Newcastle with the fact that they're going to potentially be playing in Champions League next season. So, yeah, thanks for that, Football TV. And, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Newcastle in Europe, to be fair. I can't wait to see them in Europe and see the Geordie fans travelling around Europe. That's going to be interesting. I think Liverpool fans have been doing it for years. United fans have been doing it for years. City, I'm not sure what, obviously they do travel, but they're not. I don't think the City fans are as fanatical about European football as Manchester United and Liverpool and Chelsea are. And definitely Arsenal, they're fanatical about it because they've not won it yet, haven't they? So they're fanatical because they're desperate to win it. I don't understand. I've never understood that, guys. Let me know your thoughts on that. Can you understand why Manchester City fans don't appreciate European football? Obviously, I know they're appreciating it now, but if you speak to most City fans, they're more bothered about just keep winning the Premier League and beating Man United rather than actually competing in this competition. You speak to them. Honest, most City fans I've spoke to, that's what they're most bothered about. They're more bothered about just keep winning the Premier League and keep beating United. They're not bothered about to them. It's like, well, yeah, Europe's a bonus if we're winning it, great. If not, it's no big deal. I don't understand that. It's the most prestigious competition there is apart from the Premier League. You win, and plus, if you win the Champions League, you get the opportunity at 2 other trophies that you can only get an opportunity at if you win the Champions League. So why would you not want to win the Champions League? Why would that, after you've won the Premier League, won the FA Cup, won the League Cup so many times, why as a fan base would you not be that bothered about winning the Champions League? Take it or leave it attitude. I just don't get that. Let me know what your thoughts are on it, guys, because I'd definitely be interested to hear your thoughts on that, because it seems a bit of a strange one, because I'll bet you any money when we see Newcastle get in the Champions League, I bet their fans will want to compete in it. I'll tell you right now, because their fans are just as fanatical as most other top clubs. So I think they will definitely want to give a good account of themselves in the Champions League. But yet, like I said, you don't believe me, guys, go and speak to City fans on social media and ask them. I'm not saying every City fan will answer that way, but the majority will tell you that they prefer, that they're more interested in winning the Premier League and just keep beating United, and they're not that bothered. The Champions League, take it or leave it attitude. I don't get that. That is really bizarre. Really bizarre. So I'd love to know what you guys think. Joey is saying, being impressed with Eddie Howe. To be honest, there's been a few teams done really well this season. Been good. Been a good mix up. Keep getting tongue tied. Been a good mix up to the norm. Yes, absolutely. Well said, Joey. Yep, you're spot on there. Definitely. We've got to give credit to Arsenal and Newcastle this season. They've mixed it up at the top of the league. And Brighton as well. Obviously, they've been a really strong club in the Premier League this season. So, yep, you're spot on with that, Joey. Well said, mate. Football TV saying, Isaac has been good, but needs more players. I agree with you. Isaac? Who's Isaac? Or is that meant to be an abbreviation? Sorry, mate, I'm not following that. But the teams are back out on the field, and we're about to get back underway as Real Madrid kick off, and now kick the ball long out to this near side as it falls straight to Manchester City, and they regain possession as they try to play it back, and they've given it away now to Real Madrid, as Real Madrid trying to get an attack going, but Man City quickly won it back again as they now clear their lines, knocking it forward up towards the halfway line, and the ball goes out on this near side close to the dugout. Football TV saying, I'm very impressive with Roberto De Zerbi, underrated manager for me. Right, yeah, the Brighton manager. Sorry, I didn't recognise the way he's wrote it. That's my bad. Yeah, the Brighton manager. Sorry, yeah, my bad. Yeah, well, yeah, I've got to be honest, mate. So I have to think about that, because obviously I'm thinking about City game. But yeah, you're right, mate. You're right, because obviously normally when a manager leaves, like Potter, that's been really successful, that's when you can normally see the team fall apart. But no, we haven't seen that. We've seen another manager come in, as you say, Roberto, and he's done a fantastic job at the club. So yeah. Got to give respect to Brighton. Real Madrid just knocking it about now in the middle of the park as they play it out to that far side, as they try to see if they could keep some possession of the ball and get an opportunity. But Manchester City pressing well from the front as Real Madrid try to work the ball down this near side, but they've lost it now as City pick it up inside the Real Madrid half of the pitch, and a foul committed there out on that far side, and that's the referee has blown for a free kick. So yeah, thanks for that, Football TV. I agree, mate. Yeah, definitely. Although we'll have to see when how he gets on next season with potentially European football involved. Joey's saying absolutely football TV done awesome for Brighton. Yeah, I agree. Like I say, I was surprised he's done so well because normally, you know what I mean, guys, when you have a manager like Potter that's done well, same thing happened with my club at Bolton. Bolton did really well under Big Sam. The next manager comes in and it all starts to fall to pieces. So yeah, you guys spot on, definitely well said. Football TV, as we just had the free kick from City, comes into the box and it's knocked away out to this near side as it's City play it back and just lose it for a second there as Real Madrid tried to hit them on the counter attack, but Man City managed to reclaim the ball and pass it all the way back to the goalkeeper. As City now play it long down that far side, but nobody there as Real Madrid's defenders regain possession. So yeah, thanks for that, Joey. Football TV saying because of the team spirit of the other teams, I think. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. I thought it was gonna. I thought there was going to be another bit. I think that is. So Real Madrid now with the possession on the halfway line as they probing Manchester City, but they've lost it again. And now City with the opportunity to get in behind as De Bruyne comes forward, but he's lost it as Real Madrid challenge for the ball and win it back. So they're just knocking it about just outside their own box at the moment as they play it out to that far side. Guys, don't forget, please do it that thumbs up if you haven't already. It would be appreciated. Real Madrid now coming forward on the far side of the pitch. And just bringing it back inside as a long ball forward out to this near side. And Real Madrid trying to get in behind there by the Manchester City defence. As City managed to clear it up the field, but Real Madrid have picked it up. And this second half is kind of opposite of how the first half went, wasn't it, really, with Manchester City dominating possession in that first half. And this second half has started off with Real Madrid dominating the possession. So the referee has just blown for a foul and issued a yellow card to Ruben Diaz, the Manchester City player. And this is a great opportunity for Real Madrid from a free kick opportunity. I'd say, I think about 30 yards from goal. Maybe just a little bit more. But I think that we might see potential cross into the box rather than... Oh, no, yeah, it is a good opportunity. Yeah, great opportunity for a direct shot. Couldn't see that then for a minute, guys. As Real Madrid, yes, with a shot. And it's great save there by Edison as he gets fingertips to it and knocks it over the bar. So that will be a corner to Real Madrid. So Football TV saying because of team spirit of other teams, I think. I'm not sure if this is following on. Football TV saying Newcastle player Alexander Isaac, striker Sweden. Okay, mate. Yeah. Some of your comments are difficult to understand, Football TV, because the way you're writing them, mate. I'm not sure if they're just general chit chat in the chat or whether they're actually directed at me. So it makes it a bit confusing sometimes. So apologies for that, mate, but I can only do the best with how you guys comment. Joey's saying strange one that Gaz. Maybe they should give us their spot to a club that wants that wants Champions League. I think that they had spell check things caught you out again there, Joey. Easily done, mate. But yeah, you're absolutely right. And like I say, it's in my, maybe, I don't know, it speaks for all City fans, But in my experience of speaking to most City fans, they do seem more bothered about just keep winning the Premier League and beating Man United rather than this competition. But I don't understand that, because surely you would want the banter rights as well for winning this. United have only won it twice, so why would not? And with the way how good the City team is, we know they're capable of potentially getting a couple of these Champions League trophies if they get it right. City on the attack now, down this near side as Jack Grealish plays it back inside to Gundogan, and now Gundogan charging into the box as Real Madrid defend it well there. But City still in possession as it knocked out to Jack Grealish. He tries to play it through there, and it's defended well as it goes out behind for another corner to City on this near side. But yeah, you're right, Joey. Absolutely, mate. It's a very unusual one. Like I said, I don't know if you let me know if you guys come across that as well. Talking to City fans, I'd love to know that if you guys have experienced the same thing when you talk to City fans. So we've got this corner now coming in from this near side for City. Headed, it's deep, headed on as it knocked out to this near side, and a City player there with a strong collision as he went to kick that ball, as Real Madrid now trying to attack up the other end on the counter-attack, but Manchester City defend it well as eventually it's played all the way back to the goalkeeper, and now City trying to come out from the back as they knock it about inside their own half, but challenged there by Real Madrid, and now the referee blows for a foul. So 54 minutes gone, guys. City 2, Real Madrid 0, 3-1 on aggregate. Football TV saying Newcastle player Alexander Isak, striker Sweden. You said that before, mate. Fair enough. I don't know if there's a point to it. It's hard to make sense of your comment when there don't seem to actually be a point to it, mate. So I'm understanding it. Obviously, I'm trying to switch from the game to involving you guys as well. So Football TV, it would be helpful, mate, if you're just a little bit more clearer with your comments if they're actually directed for me, mate. City with the possession at the moment. It's easier when I've got the time when I'm not doing a match watch along, but when I'm doing a match watch along, it's a lot easier when you guys are a bit clearer with your comments. Jack Grealish attacking down this near side, and he's done what he does best, doesn't he, guys? He's won a free kick and also got one of the Real Madrid players booked. I think he's the most expert player in the Premier League at how to go down and make it look real. When it's not always a foul, is it, guys? It's not. It can be annoying with that when he's playing against your team. But City with a free kick on this near side from that foul on Jack Grealish, and the referee just having a word with some of the City players in the box. Milzard, welcome to the show, mate. How's it going? Not seen you for a few days. How are you doing, mate? Great to have you with us. Cross comes into the box as Real Madrid managed to knock it away, but not very far, and City have picked it up again now on the edge of the box as De Bruyne with the possession out to this near side as he cuts it back into the box, and Jack Grealish there trying to keep it in as it's gone behind, deflected away, and that will be a goal kick to Real Madrid. How's it going, Milzard? Milzard saying thank you for looking at YouTube channel. No worries, mate. No worries. I told you I'd check out your channel when I had a little bit of free time. Always, if I tell you guys something, I always try to keep my word, mate. So, yeah, no worries. And I'm sure in the future I'll drop in as well, mate, and have another nosy and drop you a comment or two on your videos. As Real Madrid now playing the ball forward down that far side as they try to cut it back into the centre of the park, but finding that City have got plenty of men behind the ball, and the City fans start to boo Real Madrid in possession in their half of the field. But yeah, great to see you, Milzard. As I say, mate, Not seen you for a few days, so I presume you've been busy. But not to worry, mate. Not to worry. Welcome to the show, mate. Joey saying, hi, Millsard. How are you doing? Nice one, Joey. Top stuff, as always, mate, from you. You're always making that effort to welcome other members of the fandom community into the chat. Love the positivity, mate. Real Madrid now working the ball down this near side as they've lost the possession as they give it back to Manchester City. And now Jack Grealish winning another foul as Real Madrid showing a little bit of frustration there with grabbing hold of him and pulling him down. And I don't want to do that with Jack Grealish because he's the expert at getting fouls, isn't he, guys? Football TV saying, hi, Millsard. Nice one, mate. Awesome, as always. Love it when you guys show that, make that effort to welcome each other. So thank you very much for that, Football TV. Nice to see you've clocked onto that positivity really quickly. So that suggests that you are a top football fan, mate. That would give me that first indication. Millsard saying, good. How are you? Awesome. Good to hear, mate. As Real Madrid now with a possession at the back, as Manchester City pressing well from the front, as Real Madrid trying to play it through now as they kick the ball up towards the halfway line, and it's City who intercept it, but Real Madrid trying to win it back and they've managed to play through City there as they come attacking now down this near side as the cross comes into the box and it's headed away by Man City, but only as far as that far side of the pitch as Real Madrid pick it up again and now on the edge of the box. But Man City quickly win it back again, but then just as quickly lose it. But now they've won it again as De Bruyne tries to get City on the move, passing it to Jack Grealish as eventually it's worked out to that far side to Bernardo Silva, and now City push Real Madrid back into their own half of the field. So yeah, thanks for that, Millsard. Good to hear that you're doing good, mate. And as I say, welcome to the show. And Millsard also saying hi, Football TV. Awesome. Thanks for that, mate. You guys are absolutely top class. So City now with the ball on that far side as they try to play through. And now De Bruyne coming charging towards the boxes. Oh, what an opportunity there. As I don't know if that deflected off a Real Madrid player there, but Gundogan found himself in possession pretty much in behind there, but I don't think he was expecting that, which is why he wasn't able to capitalise on that opportunity. Real Madrid now on the attack down the far side as they now come into the box, cut back inside across the box and deflects away out to this near side as Benzema comes out to regain the possession for Real Madrid. And now Real Madrid trying to probe that City defence on that far side, and now City winning winning a foul as Modric has just blocked off. I don't know if you can call that blocked off or just run straight. Yeah, it is. Seeing it on the replay, it's blocked off. He's just blocked off Jack Grealish, who was trying to get City back on the attack. And it meant Jack Grealish has run straight into him. But yeah, Modric clearly trying to get his Real Madrid team on the move, as we know what a great playmaker he is, don't we, guys? So nice one, Football Fan TV saying, all right, thanks, awesome. Joey saying, yeah, good. Thanks, mate. Awesome, guys. Love the positivity, as I say. Football TV saying, remember earlier you said who was Isaac? Isaac is Newcastle. Right. Sorry. Yes, mate. My bad, because I'm focused on the game. Sometimes I do forget what I've said earlier, and I do. That's why I say so. My apologies, mate. Real Madrid just winning back the possession as City on the attack. And now Real Madrid have won it on this near side. So they try to play out from the back now, but City trying to keep the pressure on as they try to defend from the front. But Real Madrid eventually work the ball out to that far side now, coming up towards the halfway line as they attack that Manchester City defence and end up drawing a foul themselves. And City player, Gundogan, I think it was, that's gone into the book for that one. Yeah, I think it was a double challenge there, but it's Gundogan that takes one for the team. So yes, football TV, my bad, mate. As I say, mate, just sometimes, like I say, it does happen. You will notice it does happen occasionally because I lose my train of thought if I try and remember all the details of what I'm talking to you guys about. I do always be honest and say I'm still learning. So obviously, as learning to do the balance between the two, especially in games like this. I need to learn how to try and keep the focus on the game as much as possible, but also involve you guys in the chat. Because as I always say, as far as I'm concerned, it is important I keep up with the commentary as best possible, but I also feel it's important to involve you guys in the chat because, as I keep saying, Fandom is not about me. It's not about a club. It's about you guys. And that's why I believe in showing you guys the respect to try and involve you during live streams as best possible. But at the same time, I also want to keep you guys up to date with what's going on the pitch in case you're not watching it. So I just always about trying to juggle that difficult balance, mate. And obviously, I've only been learning it for the last 6 months, so still learning to do. So yeah, my apologies, Football TV. I'm just explaining why sometimes I forget bits of previous conversations earlier in the chat. So yeah, my bad, mate. But thanks for explaining. Do appreciate it. So yeah, I'm remembering now. So yeah, nice one, top man. You're a star, mate. Appreciate you explaining. Just sometimes there's so many players and managers. We're trying to cover every. I'm as you know, I'm fan. Then we're trying to give coverage to all the leagues, English throughout the English football pyramid, from Premier League, League. Championship, League One, League Two, and the Scottish leagues as well, with the Championship up there and the Scottish Premier League. Not been obviously focused very much on Scottish League One and Scottish League Two because we have probed that a little bit and found that there's not as much. It's a lot harder to get the fan interest on them two leagues because they're just not as popular. But the point is that that's just 6 leagues, and that's not including Champions League, Europa League, and Europa Conference League, as well as international football. So a lot of football players and a lot of managers for me to remember, mate. So yeah, I don't know them all. I'm honest enough to admit that. Joey's saying, don't talk to City fans. None here in Liverpool, laugh out loud. Well, yeah, no, that's fair enough, Joey. No, fair enough, mate. I didn't know if you might talk to them on, on Facebook or fan forums and things like that. So, obviously, I presume a lot of you guys, get involved in fan forums and other fan chats and things like that. So I don't, that's why I was saying it. But yeah, no, fair enough, Joey. Fair enough, mate. Like I said, the only reason I get involved in all the social media stuff is because it's necessary to help fandom, to help more fans find out about us. So if I don't go and mix up in the social media circles a bit, then I don't help more fans see and find out about us. But I prefer not to, Joe. I'd rather chill and I have a go on my PlayStation or something, to be honest, rather than messing about with social media. I'm not the most popular. It's not the most entertaining stuff to do, but it's networking, in it. It's networking, and if we're going to help fandom move along and attract new fans to become part of the fandom community, so you guys can enjoy more in-depth debates with other top fans like yourself, I got to keep trying to go on social media as and when I can to let fans like that find us. That's the reality. So yeah, Millsard saying same. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. My bad. As I say, guys, I don't know whether you guys talk to other fans on other social media platforms and fan forums, so that's why I said it. So yeah, fair enough, guys. Football TV saying I have to go soon. See you guys. Joey Millsard, nice one. Football TV, no worries, mate. Take care of yourself. Look after yourself, and yeah, look forward to seeing you again soon, mate. Stay safe. And thank you very much for coming, getting involved. Always a pleasure to see you. And yeah, mate, look after yourself, stay safe, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. Thanks for that, Football TV. And yeah, top stuff as always from him. Seems to be coming seems to be showing he's a top fan, so he's hopefully going to become a great member of the fan den community for you guys to enjoy footy chat with. As football TV been showing up for the last week or so, I think. So, yeah, that's awesome. Want to find more fans for you guys to enjoy football conversation with. City now on the attack as they cross the ball into the box, and Real Madrid managing to defend it as it comes out to this near side. Stevie saying, please hit that like button and follow. Yeah, nice one, Stevie. As always, Stevie, trying to help out in the chat and also keeping the chat positive in the background for you guys to enjoy, free of spam and haters. As Real Madrid now on the attack on that far side as City win it back. And now City just knocking it about inside the Real Madrid inside their own half of the field as they try to work the ball up towards the halfway line. And now they have with De Bruyne coming forward as he brings it into the Real Madrid half and plays it out to this near side to Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish forced to play it backwards to come forward. So as Real Madrid defending well. And City now down the middle as De Bruyne manages to get the ball up towards the edge of the box, but finds himself surrounded by Real Madrid players as Jack Grealish has got him behind, crosses it across the face of goal there, but well defended by Real Madrid. But we've not seen an awful lot from the strikers tonight, have we, guys? Haaland and Benzema, so much hype and talk about them before the game, and yet we've not seen an awful lot of them in this game, have we? Really, we've seen them have a nibble of opportunities, but other than that, I think generally they've both been pretty quiet considering how good we are, how good we know they are at scoring goals. Melzard saying, I've had no time recently, Gaz. Yeah, no worries, mate. No worries, Milzard. I would not expect you to be involved when you're busy. I totally understand you guys got other things going on, plus studies as well. But yeah, no worries, Milzard. No worries, mate. You drop in whenever you've got the time. If you're busy, doesn't matter. You're still part of the fan den community because you come and get involved. And like I say, mate, if you're busy, that is totally understandable. I would never expect you guys to be on every stream. I just appreciate the great support you guys show when you can come on, and love, as I say, want you guys to feel that you're a real part of this channel. So yeah, no worries, Milzard. It's great to have you with us tonight, though, mate. And like I say, mate, don't never feel bad if you can't make it. That's totally understandable. I would always respect that you guys have other things going on. Plus, some of you guys are younger as well, so you've got important studies, which I would always expect you to put your studies first if you have got studies. As Real Madrid now trying to play it through, as they've just, oh, come on, man. I hate seeing that. So Real Madrid player there tried to play through that defensive formation of City, and then as he went down in the box, he's trying to tell the referee what to do. I think there to indicate the referee should be given a card, claiming he was pushed, but concentrate on playing your football and let the referee do his job. 71 minutes gone, guys, as the ball is kicked long up the field and Real Madrid pick it up midway inside their own half, but have give it back to City as City now knock the ball forward down that far side as Haaland tries to pick it up. And no, it's not Haaland, so it's De Bruyne. Get confused with them because they both got blonde hair, so my bad, guys. Joey saying, bye, FTF TV. Have a good evening, mate. Nice one, Joey. Awesome. And Milzard also saying, bye, Football TV. You guys are absolutely class. Thank you. Love to see that positivity. And thank you, guys. I'm sure he will appreciate it seeing that before he went off. As City regain possession now, just inside their own half of the field. And the City fans making plenty of noise. We don't always say that much, do we, guys? And City now play the ball inside, and Jack Grealish plays it to De Bruyne. De Bruyne out to Silva on that far side as he cuts it back to, I think is that Walker still out on that far side, and just probing Real Madrid on the far side. They seem content at the moment, don't they, City, with this 2-0 lead, but would love to see them just kill off Real Madrid. Just go for it. As City now in behind with Haaland. And he's not scored. Can you believe it? How has he not scored? How has he not scored, guys? How has he not scored? You don't say that very often, do we, guys? Haaland in behind, and he didn't put it in the back of the net. The one time I want him to put it in the back of the net, and he doesn't. Good save, though, by the goalkeeper. Just ricocheted off the goalkeeper's knee and goes over the crossbar. Corner comes in. It's deep, but the referee blows for a foul there, so that's the end of that. Real Madrid now with the possession midway inside their own half of the field as they've been sloppy tonight, haven't they, guys? Don't normally refer that to Real Madrid, but they really have been sloppy in possession at times tonight. City regain possession as they play it back into the middle, almost lose it themselves, but manage to just keep hold of it there as they now come down through the centre of the park in midway inside the Real Madrid half of the field. Eventually knocked out to Gundogan on this near side, but he cuts it back inside, and Man City forced back into their own half as Real Madrid pressing the ball. But yeah, City slowed the game down a wee bit, haven't they? As Jack Grealish draws another foul on this near side, and also a yellow card for the Real Madrid player that's injured. They're not liking Jack Grealish, I don't think, these Real Madrid players, are they, guys? I can't say I blame him. I can't say I blame him at all. When he's benefiting you, you can appreciate it and what he does. But when he's not benefiting you, it can be real. In fact, sometimes even when it benefits, like mainly it benefits when he plays for England. But for me, I even still find it a little bit annoying how easy he goes over. It's a little bit like a one-trick pony, isn't it, guys? So De Bruyne standing over this as he crosses it into the box, and it's headed on, and Man City have scored a third goal for Manchester City. 75 minutes gone, and City with a 3-0 lead. And now it does look like it may be City going to the final, but still couldn't. With 15 minutes remaining, still can't write off Madrid completely. But based on how they've been playing tonight, I would say City almost, definitely 1 foot in the final now. I think that actually might be an own goal, guys. Yeah, it's an own goal. Comes off a Real Madrid player. So own goal by Real Madrid. So they're not perfect, guys. They're not perfect. You heard it here first. Real Madrid are not perfect. They just scored an own goal. And Joey is saying, I would just add the VAR check, I think, and the goal is standing. Joey's saying, laugh out loud. Yeah, he can be frustrating. Yeah, he definitely can, can't he, mate? Absolutely. Definitely. But I'm more interested in the fact that Real Madrid have just made a mistake. They're not perfect. Did you know that? It should be on the back of every newspaper tomorrow. They are not perfect. Because if you speak to every Real Madrid fan, according to them, they're perfect. They're unbeatable. They're perfect. They're the best team on the planet. They never make mistakes in Champions League. These are all the quotes I've heard from Real Madrid fans, by the way, guys. So, you know, do you think there'll be many Real Madrid fans on social media tonight admitting that they're not perfect? I'm sorry, I've got to bask in it, guys. I've got to bask in it because I have fed up with seeing these know-it-all Real Madrid fans talking like they're invincible and nobody can beat them and they're the strongest team in Europe and you know, and unbelievable some of the stuff I've read from Real Madrid fans. Really is, guys. But yeah, they scored an own goal. It wouldn't surprise me if the media, you know, the Spanish media tomorrow try and put some kind of twist on it, like he slipped, or you know, or you know, he didn't know where he was in the box or something like that. You know, just to not admit that Real Madrid made a mistake. That's how bad of a club that this is, guys. Real Madrid, that they will happily make up some boneheaded headline to Spanish media just to try and claim that they didn't make a mistake in defence. So we're about to see substitutions for City, or a substitution, as Gundogan is coming off and Mahrez coming on, and this is a serious danger man for City now. With it's definitely, I reckon Mahrez definitely going to test out these tired Real Madrid defenders. Now he's coming on fresh. He could be this could be quite interesting. So yeah, thanks for that, Joey. Joey also saying my prediction half right. Laugh out loud. Yeah, what did you predict now, John? I'm going to quickly have a remind myself. What did you predict? Joey, you said 3-2. Yeah, 3-2. Yeah, well, you're half right. Yeah, with the City goals. Real Madrid with a substitution now, guys, as well. So Lucas Vazquez coming off, and it's that. Oh, sorry, guys, I couldn't read the other Real Madrid player quick enough. But Real Madrid, anyway, just made a double substitution. Sorry, guys, can't read them Spanish names quick enough. A bit of a mouthful. Joey's saying my prediction. Yeah, sorry, thanks, Joey. Yep, you're right, mate. Yep, you predicted 3 City goals. We might have a bit more than that yet, though. 10 minutes still to play. Joey also said, get that quote framed, laugh out loud. I know, mate. I know, absolutely. As City now with the possession, coming through the middle of the park towards the edge of the Real Madrid box. It just looks so comfortable, don't they, City tonight? They're making Real Madrid look really average, which is a little bit frustrating considering Real Madrid have just knocked out 2 other English clubs quite comfortably in the other previous rounds of the competition, as Real Madrid play it back to the goalkeeper. So Madrid now with the possession on the halfway line as they come forward down this near side, and City just happy to let them have it at the moment. So City just keeping themselves well compact as Real Madrid probe them defensively, and now Real Madrid getting through and Benzema on the ball, but City doing enough to put off those Real Madrid players, as eventually Real Madrid do get a shot off. Good save by Ederson. Ball ricochets out to this near side as Benzema picks it up, and Real Madrid just trying to see if they can grab themselves a consolation goal. Well, if they grab themselves a consolation goal, they'll definitely try and go for it. But that could play into City's hands for more goals. As Real Madrid now trying to work the ball out to that far side as they come forward again now. Cross into the box, knocked away by Manchester City as it's cleared up the field, and Real Madrid managed to pick it up just inside their own half as they keep Man City boxed in to their own half. And a challenge there by... So we're about to see another stoppage now, guys, and another substitution. And it's Kevin De Bruyne coming off for City. So De Bruyne coming off, Phil Foden coming on. Oh, you know, honest, I absolutely loved Kevin De Bruyne, but I'm not impressed with Phil Foden not getting more game time. I think he is definitely an awesome talent for help England finally win a World Cup or something, and we need to see him playing. We haven't had a playmaker like Phil Foden for a while, and he is a bit of a playmaker. I'm not saying he's the perfect, but he's definitely a talented player. For me, I see him as a playmaker, or the nearest thing to a playmaker for England anyway. But he's not getting enough game time, is he? And that's not good. He's still, you know, he's still quite young. He still needs to get more game time to get more experience. And he's the kind of players you're not gonna see him leave easily because he's City through and through, isn't he? You know, he's from them. You know, that's where he's from. So I can't see him pushing for a move unless he becomes frustrated with a lack of football. But you know, he's going to feel that he's good enough to break into the team. But when you come on, when you got players like, you know, De Bruyne, as good as Phil Foden is, you know, it's going to take, you know, it's going to take a lot for him to keep De Bruyne out of the team, isn't it? And as well as Gundogan, another, you know, player that he might come on to replace. It's just madness, isn't it? City is so spoilt for talented players. But like I say, I really want to see Foden get more game time. Joey's saying, I do like Foden. Yeah, absolutely, mate. I do. And like I say, he excites me for England's future prospects. I think with a better manager, a braver manager, shall we say, other than Gareth Southgate, I think with players like, if we can get a braver manager, I think I would actually, I've got to be honest, I'm not a big fan of foreign coaches. I really am not a big fan of foreign coaches managing international teams, but I actually do like the idea of Mourinho managing England because I think he would see that as a real challenge. I really do. I think he'd love to manage England and see if he could, because he's egotistical and he's that kind of guy where he's egotistical. He loves to do the impossible. You know what I mean? He loves to, like when he won with Porto, the Champions League, he loved to be the man that did the impossible. When he were winning trophies at Chelsea and nobody expected him to keep Chelsea winning consistently, he loved that, being that, you know, doing that. And I think he would relish the opportunity to be the manager that comes along and gets England to finally win a World Cup since not winning it since 1966. So I think he would be fantastic, and he's the kind of manager I think that would get the best out of a players like Phil Foden, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, these talented players that we've got in the England squad that Gareth Southgate is misusing. Let's be honest, in my opinion, he's misusing some of our best talent because he's playing safe football with a safe formation and not we need a manager that's going to tell the top talented players, go out there and do what you do. And I think Mourinho would do that with Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain and Phil Foden. He would tell the defenders to concentrate on defending, and he would let the attacking players attack and do what they go. Because the best form of defence is attack, innit? So, like I say, the idea of him, I'm not a big fan of, I've never been a big fan of foreign managers, but there's no England manager that at the moment that I really feel is capable of getting us to a World Cup with the experience that we would need to do it. Most of England's more experienced managers are, no offence to them, but they're a little bit past the sell-by date now, aren't they? And the rest are a little bit too young and inexperienced. Although Southgate to me was young and inexperienced, but he got the chance, didn't he? So you never know. But I'd like to see an experienced manager in charge of England, like a really experienced manager winning trophies. And I like to say the possibility of Mourinho or being even in the topic does excite me, because I think he'd get the best out of top quality players that we've got that other managers are not getting the best out of. Just imagine, guys, if we had an England manager in charge of Liverpool. Do you really think we would see the best of Alexander-Arnold Trent like we're seeing him now under Klopp? And that's an interesting one for you to answer, Joey. I'd love to know your thoughts on that. If we had an England manager in charge of Liverpool right now, do you think we would see the quality and that confidence and that belief that we see from Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain right now? I don't think we would. I think Klopp encourages him with, to play that way, encourages him to just, puts him at ease. You go out and do what you do. Do you get what I mean? He encourages him. I don't know. I'd love to know what you think of that, Joey. Please do let me know. So yeah, thanks for that, Joey. Joey also saying hi. He makes me laugh with some of the stuff he comes out with. Phil Foden, yeah. Are you meaning Foden? Or are you talking about Mourinho? Because Mourinho can be quite comical as well, can't he? But yeah, Foden. I don't know. I can't say I've seen. I think Foden, like I said, I've not seen loads of interviews with Foden, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that one, but yeah, thanks for that, Joey. You'll have to let me know who you're meaning, mate. Are you meaning Phil Foden or Mourinho? Ball out on this near side for Real Madrid. As they're just running down the clock now, both teams, as we approach the 90 minutes, guys. And we're about 3 minutes added on time. So 3 minutes added on at the end of this second half. And the referee has blown for a foul there. So City winning it back in the centre circle as they come forward now towards the edge of the Real Madrid. Oh, they're in behind, and there's fourth goal for City. Fantastic goal. Beautifully played, right straight down the middle. Cut Real Madrid right open like a block of cheese. What City? Yeah, that's fantastic scoreline to see. Football TV saying, I'm back 3-0. Okay, mate, great to have you with us. I thought you'd gone for the night, but great to have you back with us, Football TV. Thanks for that, mate. Great to see you've been keeping in touch with the game. As Football TV saying 4-0. Fiederman. Just Guardiola going nuts on the touchline. Ancelotti looking, scratching his head. Now Ancelotti will probably be up for the sack now just because he's lost this one game. City now on their way to Istanbul as the ball is kicked long by the goalkeeper as City pick it up at the back. Soon. So yeah, the phones will be ringing off the up in Istanbul. So yeah, thanks for that, Football TV. Joey's saying, got to agree, Gaz. Klopp has managed him well. Klopp seems to know what players need from him. Yeah, absolutely, Joey. Yeah, like I said, I definitely think that an England manager wouldn't be getting the best out of him. I think his talent would be wasted under an England manager. As the full-time whistle goes and the two managers embrace each other, and it's City that will march on to Istanbul, and Real Madrid knocked out of the competition by an English club finally. As that is fantastic to see. So Ancelotti just going up to the officials, having a word. Doesn't look too happy. So guys, I'll come back to your comments in a minute. Let me just quickly go and check what's going on in these other games. So as you guys know, it's finished 4-0 here to Manchester City, 5-1 on aggregate. In the English Championship, guys, the big playoff game. It's currently Middlesbrough 0, Coventry City 1, and that game 1-0 on aggregate as well, as that has gone into added on time, that game. In the Scottish Championship playoffs, it's finished Adrian's 1, Hamilton Academic 0. So Adrian's getting the win in that game, and I think there may be a second leg to that game. There is a second leg to that one. So that's only the first leg result. So there you go, guys. And also in the FA Women's Super League, it finished earlier. Everton women 1, Arsenal ladies 4. And the game that's on 74 minutes as we speak is West Ham ladies 3-0 down to Chelsea ladies. So there you go, guys. Bring you bang up to date with the results around the UK. Thanks for that, Joey. Joey also saying, I was on about Mourinho laugh at. All right, yeah, I thought so because it didn't apply to really well to Foden. To Phil Foden, sorry guys. But yeah, you're right, mate. He's definitely Mourinho's comical, and he can be He can be annoying with his whinging and whining as well, but he can also be very comical, can't he? But yeah, I got to agree with you there, Joey. Definitely, mate. Football TV is saying, I knew it would. Man City would win. I knew it. Man City would win. Sorry. Yeah. Well, you did say it at the beginning of the stream, mate. So yeah, fair play to you, Football TV. I was confident that City could do it, but you just never know with Real Madrid. They can pull a rabbit out of a hat, so to speak, sometimes, mate. Football TV saying amazing from Inter in the Champions League too. Yeah, absolutely. They played really strong, but I think they'll find it a much tougher test against Manchester City. And I think now Manchester City really finally in with a really good shout now to finally get their hands on the Champions League trophy, aren't they, guys? So, yeah, thanks for that, Football TV. Millsard saying, I think City winning UEFA Champions League. Yeah, it's looking really good now, isn't it, mate? You're right. I know I know both Milan teams have done well to get to the semi-finals this season, but I don't think any of them, I don't think either of them have got enough quality to deal with what Manchester City have got at the moment. So, yeah, going to be an exciting one, isn't it, guys? So, guys, if you've got any final comments, please do drop them in before I jump off. And I'm just going to let you guys know what Manchester City's next few games are. So it's going to be Manchester City. Have still got to go away. Still have the visit of Chelsea. That's their next game. So big game there against Chelsea, as I'm sure Chelsea would want to try and spoil the party, so to speak. Brighton as well away. Which will be a little bit more of a tougher task, I think, for Manchester City. I think that's one of the most toughest games they've got left, to be fair, guys, against Brighton, because they're still playing to secure a Europa League place. Brentford away as well. That's another tricky game. And obviously Manchester United in the FA Cup final. And then they will go away to play the Champions League final in Istanbul. So there you go, guys. That's the so yeah, an interesting few weeks to come for City in our competitions. So thanks for that, Milzard. Football TV saying yep. So yep, Football TV agreeing with you there, mate. And Football TV saying, what is your favourite 10 teams in world? I don't know if that question's for me or for you guys. But yeah, for me, I don't know if I have a favourite 10 teams in the world, but mate, to be honest, I just love football. I just love football. I try to be as positive as possible about as many clubs as possible. I'd have to think about it to actually pick a specific 10. But yeah, that would definitely need a bit of thought, I think, mate. But great question. Maybe that's something we could look at in the summer as going deeper into a question like that. Joey saying, nice one, Gaz. Have a good evening, mate. Catch you next time. Nice one, Joey. Same to you, mate, as well. Stay safe and look after yourself. And yeah, I will hopefully be back with you guys very soon. And as always, mate, much appreciated with your fantastic support, Joey. Yeah, look after yourself, mate, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Joey also saying bye, everyone. Nice one, Joey. Top stuff, mate. And Football TV saying bye, Joey and Gaz. Nice one, Football TV. It's top man. And yeah, mate, good luck. Take care, mate. Look after yourself. And yeah, best wishes as always to all you guys, and look after yourself, keep yourself safe, and thank you very much for that, Football TV. As always, mate, best wish you guys the best over of enjoyable of the rest of the evening, and yeah, stay safe as well, mate. Rich Pro Sports is saying, I wish Man City and Inter the best. It will be a historic City. It will be historic. City are ready to lift the Big Ears trophy. Yeah, absolutely well said, Rich Paul Sports. And it'll be another UK club with their hands on the big European trophy. So yeah, I've got to be honest. That will be awesome. Football TV saying bye, Rich Paul Sports. Nice one, top man. Football TV, and thanks for that, Rich Paul Sports. Football TV saying, see you next time, Gaz. Okay, mate. Thank you very much, Rich Paul TV. Take care, mate. All the best. Look after yourself, as I say, mate, and thank you very much for your support tonight. Been fantastic having you involved in the chat. Millsard saying Coventry v Luton in the playoff final. Yeah, that's going to be a cracker, that, isn't it, mate? An absolute cracker. We did. I did see Luton yesterday in that game, and they was fantastic. They had they followed their game plan to the letter, didn't they? Rich Pro Sports saying, Gaz, that top 10 team question could be tricky, but your answer was spot on. Football fan, good night, one and all. Thank you very much, Rich Pro Sports. As always, appreciate the positivity, mate. Look after yourself. Rich Pro Sports, stay safe, and look forward to seeing you again soon, mate, and enjoy the rest of your evening. As always, great to see you in the chat, mate. Take care. And Millsard saying Coventry v Luton will be tough. It certainly will, mate. It certainly will, but fantastic game. And Millsard just saying Luton. Okay, yeah, that's a good shout, mate. That's a good shout. Can't argue with that, mate. As I saw Luton, although I haven't seen a lot of Coventry, so I can't really comment who I think. I saw Luton the other day yesterday in that game, but I've not really seen Coventry recently, so I can't comment. Be unfair to comment when I'm not seeing how they're playing. Rich Post Sports saying hit the like if not done so. Great being here with you all here. Thank you very much, Rich Ball Sports. As always, mate, appreciate the positivity. And yes, guys, do please hit that like button if you haven't. It doesn't cost you nothing. And it's just a little thing, but it's a little thing that can help us get a bit more visibility to other fans. So really, if you can, please do it. It would be appreciated. Nice one, Rich Ball Sports. Top man. I appreciate you mentioning that, mate. Millsard saying Coventry must win. They beat Wigan, so they will win. Okay, fair enough, mate. That's understandable logic, although it don't always work like that, mate. Don't always work like that. And Millsard also agreeing with Rich Pro Sports. That's letting us know that he has hit the like button if he has. But thank you very much, Millsard, if that's what you mean in top man. So yeah, guys, obviously more football tomorrow. There is more football. I can't promise I will be on, but I will do my best. Tomorrow we have a few games, I think, in the UK tomorrow. I'm just going to double check. Yep, Newcastle United taking on Brighton in the Premier League. We've also got West Ham playing their second leg in the Europa Conference League, playing away to AZ Alkmaar. And also League One playoff, guys, Sheffield Wednesday with that second leg against Peterborough United, but massive task for Sheffield Wednesday in that one tomorrow, as they are 4-0 down on aggregate. Looking at that at the moment, looks a bit of an impossible task, but I'm sure they better be at least prepared to put in a performance to get their fans back on side, because otherwise I think we'll be seeing boos going round Hillsborough if they don't put in some kind of display. Even if they can't win it, they need to put in a good performance, even if they can't progress. So, yeah, some exciting games in the UK football tomorrow, guys. And we'll hopefully, if I'm not committed elsewhere with work, I will do my best to get on tomorrow as well. Millsard is saying, who is on tomorrow's? There you go, mate. I've just read him out to you. So, yeah, thanks for that. And Rich Pro Sports saying, a quick request. I'd love to have a debate with you again, covering the season. What say you? Get yourself a cuppa. Congrats, Man City again. Are you a Pep fan now, or almost? Is that an invitation to have a chat with you, or are you? Well, I'm like I say, I'm still working on what I'm doing over the summer. I've been so busy with work, I've not really had time to think too much about what. I've had plenty of time to think about it, but I've not made no plans for what I'm. Well, not solid plans for summer. Millsard saying, I've got a cuppa. Yeah, I'm going to go and get some food in a minute because I've had nothing to eat yet. And Ben's Ben the best man, the best League One. He's saying Middlesbrough have lost Yes, as I read the score results out before, but I think that game was still playing, wasn't it? So let me just double check. But yep, I'll take your word for it. If that's the case, was it? Yep, Middlesbrough have lost. Yeah, they were 1-0 down. So yeah, thank you very much for that, Ben. The best league in League One. Thank you very much for that update, mate. I did read out results before, but I think they were still playing. But yeah, guys, don't forget, please do hit that like button. I'm about to jump off now. But thank you very much for that Ben, the best League One, and welcome to the show, mate. Although I am just about to jump off. Millsard saying, you read my mind, Gaz. All right, I'm presuming that's maybe with reference to what I said about the playoff tomorrow, I think, maybe. Or if I'm guessing wrong, my apologies, Millsard. But thanks for that, mate. Top man. Rich Pro Sports saying, I'm neutral again when that Luton commentary game kicks off. Right. Fair enough, mate. Yep, fair enough. That should be an absolutely cracking game, to be fair. So yeah, that's going to be an interesting fixture when it comes round, and should be and like I say, we've got quite a few interesting games coming up over the next couple of weeks with playoffs and playoff finals, and obviously we're getting to the nitty gritty now where the silverware's handed out, aren't we, guys? So where was I now? I was just going to. Right. So Millsard is asking, no, who is on tomorrow? I've just read out the games that are playing tomorrow. I'll quickly read them again. It's Newcastle United are playing Brighton tomorrow, as well as that's in the Premier League, as well as West Ham playing that Europa Conference League semi-final away to AZ Alkmaar, and the League One playoff, which is Sheffield Wednesday v Peterborough, and that one is 4-0 to Peterborough on aggregate. So obviously, as I say, work for Sheffield to do. So yeah, there'll be 3 games on tomorrow night. As if I'm on, guys, I don't know which game I'm doing, although I'm slightly leaning towards the West Ham game, because they've got that is a semi-final, and that game's still very much in the balance, with West Ham having a 2-1 lead. Although, to be fair, the Premier League game is equally just as interesting in it. For Newcastle, plenty to play for, and Brighton still plenty to play for. So I'll have to have a think of that. If I do it tomorrow, I'll have to have a think which one I'm doing if I am on. Sorry, I'm reaching out. Rich Post saying, there's only one football fan then, one football fan then. Thank you very much for that, mate. Nice of you to say. Appreciate that, mate. Millsard saying, no, you read mine when I typed that. Okay, mate. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm confused with that, mate. All right, sorry, I'm reading it wrong, Anna. No, you read my mind when I typed it. Typed that. All right, I'm with you. And the football results. Okay, mate. Thanks. No worries, Millsard. No worries, mate. Right, guys, that's it from me. Anyway, I'm going to jump off now and go and get some food, as it's been a long day for me. And like I say, I want to go and try and get rested up, because if I'm going to be on tomorrow, I'm going to need to get an half-decent night's sleep. But yeah, thank you very much for all your positive comments, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure, as always. Please do hit that like button if you haven't. It would be appreciated. But yeah, for now, guys, look after yourself. Stay safe. I look forward to seeing you guys again soon on future streams. And as I say, really enjoyed all the conversation with you guys tonight. It's been a pleasure. But for now, take care. All the best. And as I say, look after yourselves. But for now, that's it from me. Take care. Bye.